New tonight at 6, the Voting Rights Act under assault. This week's Civil Rights Summit putting the spotlight on high-profile reversals of part of Lyndon Johnson's landmark legislation.
Advocates called for an easy, accessible, and cheap form of voter identification, but the plan has plenty of critics. And joining us live in the studios, KITV's Adam Rakusin, and some pretty big names behind this proposal, Adam.
Yes, there are. A former president and a civil rights hero seemingly on the same page about Social Security, a card with a picture. And everyone would have one. President Clinton agreeing with the idea directly after he said all of a sudden there are new barriers to make it harder to vote.
Now I'm holding this Social Security card with my picture on it.
That line from Andrew Young sparked a debate about creating a form of national ID.
You need a government-issued ID, and the Social Security Administration could do it for 9 cents apiece.
The former UN ambassador made the remarks at the Civil Rights Summit.
And it sent a signal throughout the country.
While not as strong, his comments were quickly echoed by President Bill Clinton.
I agree, by the way, with Andy Young's suggestion. It'd be a good thing. Let's just put them on everybody's Social Security card and give somebody something else to argue about.
At the time, both were addressing LBJ's civil rights policies and last year's landmark Supreme Court decision gutting a portion of the Voting Rights Act.
One of the most radical departures from established legal decision-making in my lifetime, the Supreme Court threw it out, or at least threw a very important provision of it out.
But could a picture on a Social Security card work as a valid ID? And would it ease concerns about voter ID laws passed by many states? Nelson Linder is the Austin NAACP president.
I think it's very interesting, but at the same time, let's face it, there's a lot of opposition. Some folks don't like the concept of a national ID.
Linder believes it could be more divisive than effective, citing worries of identity theft, among other things.
I just think there are better ways to address this. I think when you stick to the Voting Rights Act and its parameters, that is that if folks are qualified to vote, let them vote.
And just last year, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul introduced an amendment prohibiting the issuance of a national identification card system, saying it violates our right to privacy. This is not the first time the thought of having some sort of national picture ID has been proposed. Reporting live, Adam Rakusin, KITV News.